What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl's got everything that she
Now.
How about now?
What about now?
How about now?
How about now? How about now? How about now? How about now? Hello and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Emily. And we're going to talk about Matrix.
Yeah, glitch in the Matrix.
Glitch in the Matrix.
So, shall I have a little quick Google and tell people exactly what that means?
Yeah, because I didn't actually know, and it's not really my thing, but actually reading about it, I've just said actually really a lot of times.
Yeah, about 7.
That's a glitch in the Matrix,
yeah.
That is. It was quite interesting to read.
Right, so a glitch in the Matrix, basically, I say basically a lot, I've noticed that.
Basically.
Let me just write meaning, because, yeah. So
That's
cut all
glitch as
that.
well.
Right, there you go.
Who, what?
It's part science fiction and mind scrambling, part horror. A glitch in the Matrix is a
You're talking about the film, aren't you?
No, because that's the Matrix. Matrix. Yeah, is a multimedia exploitation of simulation. Basically, because we like that word, is when you've done something or you find something, a replica, you've done it before. Like, these are the glitches in the Matrix. It kind of is. We're not 100% certain, but after reading some stories, we thought we'd give it a go and talk about glitch in the Matrix, because some of it's really interesting. Some of it's quite scary, but
weird.
Really weird. I mean, I do want to do a Mandela effect and talk about that, which I forgot.
I got confused with that. I tried reading it, and I'm just like,
so I'm going to show her exactly about the Mandela. For those of you that know, you know that I know that you know that we know. We know about the Mandela effects, and I actually find it fascinating. I'm not going to go into it now because I think that's a really cool podcast to do, especially when I explain it all to Emily, and stuff that she remembers actually didn't happen the way that she remembers. She'll be like, oh my God, that is what a Mandela effect is. I love it. I talk about it with my friends all the time. Because I'm
married.
Sorry. But yeah, we are going to do that. But this time it's a glitch in the Matrix. Do you want to go first?
Oh, you're trusting me.
I'm trusting you to go first. I'm just hoping we don't have the same stories. But if we do, we do.
Yeah, let me go first then.
Yeah, you go first.
All right, I found a few.
Yeah.
What was my favourite? Let's go with my favourite first. I didn't read this one, but because it started with, so I actually grew up inside one of these, I thought, ooh!
You grew up inside one?
Inside of you.
Inside of you. Oh! Sorry, nobody. No, just...
Raining in.
Okay, sorry. Inside of you.
It's really long, and I'll come back to that one.
Okay, so go with the next.
Okay. It's a sad one though, I think.
Okay, that's okay.
I don't know if a lot of these also started with
basically.
They basically started with, I don't know whether this is the Matrix effect, but
yeah, no, and that's it. Some of the stories I've read, I'm not sure are what I understand is a glitch in the Matrix, but the Matrix, essentially, have you watched the film The Matrix?
Yeah.
There you go.
It doesn't mean I understood what's going on though.
How funny, because Paul didn't understand, and to this day doesn't understand The Matrix, any of the films.
I think if I actually sat down and maybe that's what I need to binge next. If I just watch
I mean, there's a brand new one out.
Keanu Reeves, that's it. That's all I saw.
Oh, it's not for me. But anyway, let me quickly break it down for you.
And some weird man called Mr. Smith.
Yeah, so
Weird.
Mr. Smith is the AI in the Matrix. They are saying that everybody lives in a simulation. Do you understand what that is? Yeah. Well, I'm just checking, right? So if everyone lives in a simulation and we are plugged in because we are feeding the computers, the robots, the Matrix essential, when we're unplugged from the Matrix, which people are saying, the stuff that they're seeing in these stories is there a glitch, and have I been brought into reality somehow? Am I on a loop? Am I living in a simulation? That is glitch in the Matrix. Does that help?
Yeah, great.
So no, not at all. No?
Right. So
not at all. That wasn't
So I
helpful.
got this from what is the creepiest glitch in the Matrix?
Okay.
Or an unexplainable thing that's ever happened to you. So this is where I got it from. Right.
Oh my god.
Are you alright?
No, I was just trying to get comfortable without having 7 chins. Okay, talk.
Yeah, like I'm probably like.
That's what I mean. I hate it. Hello. I'm going to speak like this.
What?
Hello. Right, go. I'm listening. Okay. Go. Don't think you'll be able to read like that.
Okay. When I was in. Hold on.
This one time.
When I was a junior in high school, I had woke up at 5:32 a.m. after having a weird dream. In the dream, I was seeing my grandma, and she had woken up from her sleep to go to the bathroom. But when she went to sit down, she fell off the toilet and couldn't feel the left side of her body. She yelled for my grandpa, and he rushed to her and took her to hospital thinking she had a stroke, and that's when I woke up because it felt so real. The time I woke up was the time she was admitted to the hospital, and my mum got a call later that day while I was at school about what happened. Okay?
Yeah, I understand.
It wasn't a stroke, it was cancer that spread to her brain. 2 years later, she's on hospice in the hospital. My family was visiting every weekend as we lived 3 hours away. During the last few visits, she had been seeing relatives who had passed, so we knew she was close. My brothers and I were sleeping at my grandparents' house while my grandpa stayed in her room, and my mum, stepmom and uncle took shifts to make sure she didn't go in her sleep and wasn't alone. I had a dream that she had passed and told me it was okay. That scared me, and I woke up at 5:50 a.m. 10 minutes later, my mum called crying, saying Grandma isn't doing good. Get up here just in case. So I woke my brothers up and brought them to the hospital. My mum met us at the door and told us that she had passed at 10 minutes past 6. One other incident with my grandma was when she was seeing her relatives. My mum and I were visiting her in the room, and she just started crying. We asked what was going on and if we needed the nurse, and she kept saying, "Oh, she's just so beautiful." She said she had seen me holding a little girl with this dark brown hair and beautiful big dark brown eyes. I wasn't pregnant nor a mother, and we were confused. A year after she passed, I found out I was pregnant on what would have been my grandmother's 70th birthday. I found out I was having a girl. My daughter is now 4 with very dark, almost black hair and very beautiful dark brown eyes. I could never explain the connection I had with my grandma, but I'm grateful for it. Is that it? Or is this just a little bit of a spooky
sorry.
connection?
So I actually don't. I mean, it might be a Matrix story, but to me, that's more of a spiritual connection, and more of a I'm going to be all right when I pass. You're going to be all right, and more of giving the grandma some piece of what's to come in her life later on by showing the daughter some foresight there. Beautiful story, actually, really nice and comforting.
A bit sad, but yeah.
It's sad, but at least I don't know. Like, I feel how it happened was beautiful. So I think the 5:10 phone call dream was was the grandma saying, "I'm going soon. It's time. I'm going to be all right. I'm going. But if you want to come, come now," sort of thing. I think that the grandma foresaw what was to come in her life for peace and comfort. When they say I bet
she's her guardian angel.
That's what I'm
be able to
saying.
see stuff like that.
And when
And
people
say it.
die and, they say that family relatives come to them, I believe all of that as well. So before my mum died, I knew that she was going to die, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
I said that to all of you.
So I had a little connection with that purely because my granddad came to me in a dream,
right,
and told me to look after my nan and it'll be okay. And I was just like, what? Why
Yeah.
are you going? And then my mum woke me up to tell
Yeah.
me that my granddad had died.
yeah,
So it literally was, he was there.
yeah, he come to give you a message.
It was mad.
Yeah. So
And I was like, I know.
I mean, yeah. So if you remember, before Mum even got diagnosed with cancer, I knew something was coming. I kept saying to you all something was coming, and before she died, and then my brother and sister were a bit like, "Don't say that," but it was like I knew that was going to happen. And it's not so much that I was at peace, because I'll never be okay with what happened. I'm sure we'll talk about that if we ever do a what's the worst thing happened to you medical neglect. But anyway, I do feel like people do get insights and foresights of things happening, and they do get visits and all that sort of thing. I mean, my mum died on December the 7th, which is the same day her dad died. Not the same year, obviously, but I think there's a connection there as well. So yeah, I don't know if it's a Matrix story or more of a spiritual, or maybe if we are in a simulation, maybe it is a Matrix story. Like you're being removed from the Matrix, so this is, we're just coming to let you know that it is going to be all right. I mean, I don't know. What is the comment?
I don't know. I can't get on them.
Fine. But no, I liked it. I thought that was a nice story, actually.
Can I get look? See?
Yeah, it's like jog on.
Oh, can I? No. Hold on. No, I can't get on it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Right.
Moving on.
Lost my wallet, then found it 12 years later. This is a glitch in the Matrix.
Okay.
Here is my GITM, glitch in the Matrix.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, good job I worked that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scene 1. Scene 1, 1985. I had a flat tyre on the side of the freeway. Wallet was in the glove box because beach day and swim trunks changed. Sorry, I didn't include the full stop. Right. Wallet was in the glove box, beach day, swim trunks. Changed tyres and got back on the highway, definitely America. When I got home, no wallet and £400 cash. Rent money, nowhere to be found, gutted. Scene 2, 1997. Remember scene 1, 1985. Now it's 1997. I was on the same highway on the same trip home from the same beach. Bumper to bumper traffic. Wifey is driving and she gets into a fender bender. Rear-ended. It's definitely America. Fender bender. We all pulled off and swapped details. Before I got back in the car, I go into the bushes for a comfort break, aka wee-wee. There lies my 1985 red wallet. Money and contents untouched, like I never lost it. It looked like it had never rained or had been exposed to the outdoors for 12ish years. Back pocket fresh.
No. How does he know it was his?
Because it's the same wallet. It's got everything in it that he lost in 1980.
I mean, it'll be out of date.
Except the money.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Have their money changed?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Just us.
Yes, just us.
This rubbish.
This random crap. Even then you can take it to the bank. I found an old 20.
No, but outside as well. If he found it indoors, like in his house or something,
that is the glitch.
I would have got it, but like
this is the glitch in the Matrix.
Bush on a road that he drives. How did it even get there?
Exactly. That is the glitch in the Matrix. So these are things that are just, you can't explain it. Someone said
so he was meant to find it.
Literally. And that is what makes a glitch in the Matrix, is it doesn't make sense, right? I love this story. The wallet was determined to be found by you. Similar thing happened to my mother-in-law. She went to a restaurant.
She went for a whiz.
She went to a restroom
That's
whilst
the
at a
lady.
restaurant, took her diamond ring off and left it on top of the wash basin to clean her hands. After heading, I still don't know what, before I read the rest of that, why do people take off their rings to wash their hands? I don't, do you?
I think it's because some, when you get like a bit of soap stuck underneath and then it gets sore.
Yeah.
I think some people just stop that.
I don't do that.
I wouldn't do it in a public space, but like.
Don't do it anywhere. After heading home, only to remember she had left the ring behind, she didn't bother to call or go back, thinking it was obviously gone. 2 years later, returned to the restaurant and again heads to the restroom, finds her diamond ring in the same spot.
That's bullshit.
Why is it bullshit? This is, babe, there are true. I saw a video of this bloke.
2 years that ring was sat there.
But it
allegedly.
wasn't. But the point is, it wasn't there for 2 years. The Matrix disappeared it, and then 2 years later, the ring has returned to the spot. That's the Matrix. That is why people call it a glitch in the Matrix, because it doesn't make any sense. That I watched this bloke. He found his ring, looked at his finger to realise he hadn't lost his ring. He was wearing his ring. So a duplicate of the ring was in the lounge, and the video of this duplicate of the ring with the same defects in the ring has been found by him. You can't explain it. I'll find the video and send it to you. These are glitches in the Matrix. This is what's fascinating about it. It's fucked up. You're next.
Oh, I don't know whether this is I don't know.
If it's not, it's not. But, this is what people determine to be a glitch in the Matrix.
Right, this has also got something to do with a highway, alright?
Okay. Same one. No, it's not.
But also found, creepiest. This is now what's the creepiest.
Yeah? Oh, I like that, yeah.
So I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure. They're not sure, I'm not sure.
We're not sure.
I've got to say, I still can't really explain this one to this day. In the sport I play... Oh.
Yeah, so you're doing a me.
In the sport I play, from time to time, I need to travel. One weekend, my teammate and I agreed to carpool. So he met me at my place early in the morning and we began to head to our destination, which would take a few hours. No more than 30-ish minutes into getting onto the highway, I remember him nudging me, asking if I was okay because it seemed to him I was out of focus, unresponsive, while still driving perfectly fine. I had moments where my mind wanders and I zone out before, but often I snap myself out, so it was weird with someone else doing so. Anyway, I responded with, something doesn't feel right. I feel like I've been in this situation before. As I say this, I slow down in my car and move over one lane behind a trucker. My teammate's only response was, of course you've been in this situation because you take this first hour stretch to work every day. Two of the such he is correct.
Okay.
But there was only one issue to his statement that I pointed out. That true, but I work nights and I don't drive during the day almost ever anymore. I get off around 4 a.m, so before the sun comes up every morning. Maybe a minute goes by and this guy behind isn't happy with mine and the trucker's speed. So he pulls to the left to speed around us, but never makes it around. From across the barrier on the other side of the highway, we see a car flip over and land right in front of this car, who slams into it head on. Thankfully, no debris hit my car, but was almost sure I saw at least one person I saw at least one person's life get taken. Could have been two if I decided to stay in that lane. For the next 2 hours, we sat in the car with only the radio playing in the background and the sound of my shitty muffler barely hand on down. What? Barely hand on down the highway. The silence was broken by my teammate could only say, I don't know how you knew, but never do that again. As if it was my fault the situation happened. Definitely stirred up a few laughs and made the remaining 3 hours a bit better. Is that Matrix?
I mean, that's something told him to move out of the
That's
lane,
Final
right?
Destination, isn't it?
It's a bit final. Does he like he got a vision? But something moved him out of that lane. It's like he knew that was going to happen. I don't know. I don't know if it is or not, or whether that is just again
that's
a higher power stepping in to save. It wasn't his time, but maybe it is a glitch in the Matrix. I mean, I don't. That's what I was saying to you. I'm still learning.
See, I'm not good at this.
No, but, they're interesting. So this last Christmas, I walked in and out of the front room.
Starting, are you?
I've moved on.
You go.
Sorry, did you want to add something else?
No, I've got nothing to say. Nothing to say. Move on now.
Yeah, I did. I already moved on about 10 minutes ago. No. So this last Christmas, I walked in and out of the front room of the house to get something, and I didn't turn the lights on, as I could see, due to the Christmas lights that were still hanging around the ceiling. Then as I walked out the door, I thought I'd better turn those lights off as nobody is in that room, so no need to have them on. I turned around and the rest of the room was completely dark. I figured I must have switched them off already when leaving the room and forgot about doing it. But I quickly remembered the plug for those lights was on the other side of the room, so I couldn't have switched them off. I don't know why I've completely stopped. I couldn't switch them off if they were still on as I was walking out the door. My next assumption was that the lights must have either blown a fuse or the electricity had cut out. So I switched the main light on and I see the plug for the lights is on the floor about a metre away from the socket on the other side of the room. Those lights were not plugged in. That's a glitch in the Matrix.
Is it? Or is it spooky shit?
I mean, it's a bit of both, isn't it? Someone said, time to pack those bags.
Absolutely.
Do you have a cat or a dog that might have been playing with the plug?
My dog often
plugs out for me. Go, Cookie, get the light. And she walks to the fuse box, she opens the door and she gets one of her nails and she flicks the lights in the lounge.
Yeah, standard stuff.
I mean, for me, I'd be moving as well. Someone or something is trying to get your attention. It's a no from me. I'm busy that day. Ungodly entity didn't like the Christmas lights. Ungodly. God, has to be a cunt in there, doesn't it?
Always.
Can't be a nice entity.
She had someone do her a favour. She didn't have to go back in that room.
Literally, but it could have said, "Don't worry, love. Got it.
Done.
Fucking
hell. I don't like things like that. That freaks me out.
For me, so far, 3 of the stories, both of yours and that one to me, feel more spiritual than Matrix. It feels a bit like, although we will do a full ghost one, we'll do that around Halloween, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, they feel a bit more like it's time to move. Yeah. That definitely feels like, I mean, if I saw the plug on the opposite side of the room, I'd be like, help! Need somebody! Help!
Not just anybody.
Help!
Right. Do you remember the Welsh guy I used to go out with briefly in my life?
I feel like I don't. Was this before the ex-husband?
Yeah.
Then no.
All right.
Didn't really like you then. Remember?
All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Their house, his family's house, they had some weird shit in theirs. And when I say weird, there was this. So, how high do you think a door is? Would you say like 7 foot?
I'd say 6.5 meters.
Meters?
Not meters. 6.5 feet. I don't know what I'm going meters.
What?
17 meters. No, about 6.
It's about 7 foot, let's say.
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
So, in their house, in their front room, and I always saw it in the front room. It wasn't the front. It was in their front room doorway. Only ever there.
Right.
You could see in their window reflection this black person figure.
Yeah, it's a no from me.
In their doorway, and we would both sit there. He's like, "Can you see it?" And I'm like, "I can fucking see it."
Stop talking about it.
Like, just don't look at it. And I'm like, "Don't look at it." He can see me looking at it through the fucking reflection. I'm like, I can't. Do you know when you go so scared that you
you freeze.
up? I'm like, what is it?
Did you stay there?
I used to stay there all the time.
Wow.
And then
it's like you were asking for it if you asked me.
His aunt was a white witch. I'm like, can't she get rid of it?
And he was like, no.
He's like, no.
Was it negative? Did it feel negative?
It was scary.
Did it make you feel negative?
It made me feel scared.
Doesn't mean it was negative.
No, it just made me feel scared. Because it was huge.
It was like what I was saying to you before, you mustn't acknowledge these things.
It was huge. It was black. And there was no, like, I've seen orbs before, and I've seen different colours before, and they haven't worried me or scared me or made me feel uneasy in any way. This did. This made me
then probably
scared.
Negative. I would say negative, especially if you were scared. I think I've told you before. I don't know if I have told you. So, and I'm certain this happened. I could be wrong, but in my head, I'm certain it could have been
Matrix.
I don't know.
Come on,
right. So it wasn't long after Mum had died,
Mm-hmm.
and I was asleep in the lounge on the sofa. So this is the old flat.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had my fireplace there, and then I had that corner with both the windows either side.
Yep.
Right. So and the TV was there at the time. So my sofa was on the very, very back wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, visualising.
Yep.
So anyway, I was asleep and I was awoken. I looked over so I'm facing this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm facing towards the wall on the sofa. I looked over and there was a very dark figure in the corner. Right. And I was terrified. My whole body, because the way I remember it is that I woke up and saw it. Yeah. And in my mind, I was terrified, and I'm certain this happened. Now, from around the corner, as you come in from the hall into my old lounge, there was a woman. It looked like her hair was wet with dark roots, and she had blonde hair, and she was in dark clothes. But as soon as I saw her, I felt fine. Like I wasn't scared anymore.
The wet woman was all right.
She was all right, but there was a dark figure in the corner. Was not okay.
Messed you up.
Yeah. So she said to me, because I remember looking, like I was looking at her, because that's like, if I'm laying on the sofa there, she was there by the door.
You're telling me you acknowledged.
I acknowledged, and she said to me, if you want to come now, you can come. So in my mind at the time, I thought, if I want to die now, I can die now. I swear to you, like I've spoken to Jenna and my sister about this before, and I'm certain it happened, and I still can tell you exactly what she looked like, what the figure looked like.
You think that black thing was going to take you?
Not the dark thing.
She was going to take you.
She was good. He was not.
But she was going to take you.
If I wanted to die, I think I could have died. That's how I interpreted what she was saying to me. And
How did you get that good from her then?
Because it was her, and the way she walked around, I just felt I wasn't scared anymore when she came. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw her, like I wasn't scared. And she said, if I want to come with her, I can come with her. And in my mind, that meant if I wanted, if I'd had enough was enough, then that was okay. I could have gone with her. But I said, I can't because of the boys. I can't come with you because of the boys. That's what I said to her. She went, it went. And then I went back to sleep. And I remember what they wore, the conversation, all of it to this day. To me, that happened. Whether it happened or not, I don't know. But I'm certain that happened. That was real. I was visited. I had a choice. I chose, obviously, to stay. But that's what it... Because I was suffering so much.
Yeah.
And I think that I had now, if I wanted to, if I wanted it to end and enough be enough, I feel like that was my opportunity. But having both the kids, it wasn't an option.
No.
But that is the most realist thing that's ever happened to me, that I can still to this day completely remember, visualize. It's real, like it was real.
Yeah,
I don't know whether it was real or not.
Scary, you know.
But it wasn't scary. He was scary, but then he wasn't scary when she came. He wasn't scary anymore.
It is a scary situation.
But it didn't
you've
feel
been offered that.
Yeah, but to me, it felt like there is relief if you want relief. Like you've done enough. That's how it felt to me. My sister said, like when I spoke to Lisa about it, she said she doesn't think that's what it meant. She thinks that it was more to do with how I felt emotionally about Mum and Paul and all that sort of thing. I don't think it was. I'm convinced I was given an option. I was given a choice. If I wanted to stop, I could have stopped. That's how I interpretate that. But I've never, obviously I haven't seen a psychic or anything like that, but that would be really cool to see if anyone could pick up on anything like that. But that's what that meant to me. But really, it wasn't a choice, really, because I had the kids. But that's how, I interpret it. I mean, that was the strangest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, that's...
When she came, it was like I knew I could engage with her. It was just like an overwhelming calmness. I can't even, the whole stiffness to this overwhelming safety and calmness. And she was like, it's all right. If you want to come, you can come. It's up to you. You have to make a decision. And I was like, I can't. And she was like, that's fine. And then that was kind of that. And I turned back around and went to sleep. Woke up in the morning and knew that had actually happened. Yeah, unless I was just having a really vivid dream, but it just doesn't feel like that to me.
Yeah.
I can't even explain to you what it was like, but weird, right?
Yeah, my granddad was probably my weirdest, purely because I knew him.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I've ever had really is after ex-husband's mum passed. My eldest was still a baby. He wasn't even one, and we were putting him down, and his door kept opening.
Yeah, and, like he was being checked up on.
But I was closing it.
Yeah.
You know, like actual pulling it closed.
Yeah.
But it kept opening. And I sort of, at one point, I just peeked in and there was a white orb in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, I've had enough. And I was literally like, Kathy, if that's you, stop opening the door. He needs to sleep.
Right.
And that door never opened again. I swear.
Yeah, because she didn't want to upset you by keep doing it.
I swear.
Yeah, she probably was. I mean, I do. Again. I think they do. They do come and visit.
I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Which spooked me because I felt my home was really still and calm.
Yeah.
So to know that she was floating about.
Yeah, she's just checking up.
There was an element of, like, safety as well.
Yeah.
Because
it's a feeling. Yeah.
She was watching him and making sure he was okay.
Yeah.
Which was lovely.
It's a feeling.
But it was genuinely going, shit!
Yeah. It's weird.
It was her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's it, because you don't know. And that's what I mean. My message definitely is don't engage. 100% don't engage. And I don't know what made me engage. I don't know if it was my sleep state. I don't know if it was relief from her coming to where he was. I say he, I don't know what it was. It was a dark figure. I don't know. I just know that's the only time I've ever engaged. I've told you the story about Alfie and Harry, which I shouldn't have just said. The boys seeing my mum. They said they see my mum, but I don't want them to engage just in case. Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
So I'm talking weird occurrences. Coincidences you haven't been able to easily explain. I'll start. We have a breakfast laid on at work every morning. Just a simple buffet of eggs, bacon, what you have. Nothing huge. and it's really only to feed about a dozen people or so. I'm usually one of the first guys from my team to get to work, and the kitchen was deserted as usual. I walked into the little kitchen. There was a ceramic egg tray thing with 12 eggs in it, like the bottom half of an egg carton, with a socket for each egg. All spaces are filled with warm, freshly boiled eggs. I take one, walk over to the garbage bin, shook the shell, then I walked back over to the food and stop dead. There are 12 eggs in the tray again. No one entered the room while I was peeling the thing. I touched my mystery egg. It was the same temperature as the other eggs around it. Not a big thing, nothing major, but something very strange. Given one does not get presented with strange eggs from a parallel universe every day, I peeled and ate that one too. TLDR, found strange quantum egg at breakfast. Okay. Edit, holy crap. You magnificent bastards, we're on the front page. Sorry. They got excited. They made it to the front page because they got a magic egg.
Yeah, that is a true glitch in the Matrix.
Your stories are wonderful, uplifting, and truly freaky in equal measure. But it's nice to know other people notice shit like this too.
This is what I was explaining about the ring. This is a true glitch in the Matrix. When you've got something, you've done it, and then there's something else there, and you've already done that.
I mean, would you eat that egg?
I'd be looking for who put the egg there. Where did the egg come from?
For me, he has said there's nobody in that kitchen, and there are 12 warm boiled eggs.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. So that is a glitch in the Matrix.
Why is he not questioning 12 boiled eggs?
Because he boiled the eggs. Do you think he's eating too many eggs? Maybe he works out.
He's just like, there's no one there. There's 12 boiled eggs on the side.
Yeah, he's obviously boiled the eggs.
He didn't say that though. He's just saying there's 12 boiled eggs on the side, and he's like, I'm going to crack this egg.
So the Matrix.
And he's like, oh look,
I mean, you're worried about
magic egg.
You're like, who boiled the eggs? I'm like, bitch, that's not the part of the Matrix story. The part is a fucking egg appeared. The egg has appeared from nowhere.
It was warm.
Yeah, because it's been boiled. Yeah.
Whoever had boiled those 12 eggs previously. I'm telling you.
So he is the egg boiler. He is the boiler of eggs. He is the man that boiled the eggs. The glitch in the Matrix is, where did the extra egg come from?
Where did the 12 boiled eggs in the first place come from?
He boiled the fucking eggs.
He doesn't say that.
He doesn't need to say it.
So there's now 13 eggs.
Right.
I wouldn't be touching a 13th egg.
I wouldn't be touching any of them after that.
13 eggs.
Oh yeah, you're thinking of Friday the 13th.
Listen, that's
13th
the last egg I'll be
Ghost,
eating.
Friday the 13th. I mean, I wouldn't either. I'd be checking to see the one that I peeled, is that in there? I'd then go to the carton. Is the carton, what's going on? Is there 12 spaces in the carton? I'd be looking.
I'd put the one I've just cracked and peeled down and leave.
The whole
No,
place.
I
quit. I'm done. Have the house.
I'm over it.
Yeah. But that is a glitch in the Matrix. So to me,
about eggs.
Yeah. Moving. Are we done?
Yeah, I ain't got much.
You're still upset about the where did the egg come from? Okay. This is stuff disappearing. This again would be considered. I mean, I haven't read it, but I'm assuming this would be stuff appearing, disappearing, glitch in the Matrix, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I tripping? Stuff disappearing, or am I tripping? It's strange. Who is it?
Sorry, it's school mums. I'm sorry.
They want to get over it. It ain't school time.
I know. See what I mean?
Ugh.
See what I've with.
Right. Stuff disappearing like school mums. No. School mums disappear. No. Anyway. Stuff disappearing. I mean, the police are going to come to me first now, aren't they?
Shoot.
Yeah, it's me. Right. Stuff disappearing,
She
or am I
manifested
tripping? For fuck's sake, stuff fucking disappearing. Stuff disappearing, or am I tripping?
Tripping.
Probably. It's strange in the most mysterious ways for one thing to disappear, then the next day again.
What, the same thing? Ooh. Sorry. Oh, shut up.
You're getting yourself in trouble now. The next day again. The next item is gone. Now, usually when I'm out and about, I have a snack or two in my bag. A battery pack, not a buttery. It's not buttery, it's battery. Battery pack that I take when I travel. A small cube that goes to my watch charger, aside from the big cube to my iPhone. A cord to an iPhone 13. Fuck me, can't you just go out? You literally.
She's got a big bag.
Rucksack user. Backpack. Those items disappeared. I just
She ate the snacks.
She ate the backpack.
She ate the snacks.
She ate the buttery backpack. Those items disappeared. We're talking about the snacks. Missing cube watch charger. That's gone. A small cord to the iPhone 13 that I recently just traded in for a new phone. That too is gone. Maybe she's got a hole in the backpack. I'm getting silly now. Now that disappeared without a trace. Small cube that can be used.
Tell me your story.
I'm trying to. Small cube that can be used for a watch charger. An old iPhone 13 charging cord. Why all of a sudden did those things just randomly disappear that were in a bag? It's got a hole, bruv. Got a hole in your backpack. I'm sorry.
Your story.
I know, I'm trying. Am I tripping? I don't know. So I called my dad from my mum's phone, as he's got a hole in his backpack, from my mum's phone, and asked if he had seen the items as mentioned below. Little do you know, we're arguing because I accused him at times for going into my room while I was gone. My door stays locked at all times when I'm gone. Fuck me. It sounds like a serial killer in the making. I really hope, remove that, that was rude. I really hope this is making sense to some of you. I'm a little nervous and scared just typing this all out. I was told usually to sleep with the window open to help let the air circulate in my room. What the fuck? It's been a few days now and I know I'm not tripping, or am I? He's tripping me out. Has this happened to anyone else? How do I go about finding these things that belong to me? I accuse my dad and he says he's never in my room because it's locked. Fishy. Birdie. These are comments. A bird is more likely to take those things than a fish. I'm trying to think. Welcome to the club. I'm losing, and I can't after that comment about it's more likely a bird than a fish.
Honestly. They definitely ate.
Whoever wrote that comment, we want to be your friends. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a glitch in the Matrix, or he's got a hole in the backpack, or there's a fish that climbed up the open window and took it. That comment's done me. That was fantastic.
I didn't understand it.
I didn't really get it either. Basically,
He's misplaced his shit.
I can't stop. That was just so funny.
More than likely, he's eating his snacks.
He's more likely a bird than a fish.
I mean, a bird didn't take charges. Maybe like shiny shit,
magpies,
but not.
I think he's just lost them. I reckon he needs to check the backpack. He's probably got a hole, or it's falling out. You know,
it's in a different pocket.
Maybe. You know, sometimes if you don't zip up properly, then they fall out.
Yeah, the backpack's got 25,000.
Where is he going
zips
every day that he has to take 17 charges as well? I'm like, I bring that stuff here.
Like he needs a new phone.
Because obviously we're plugged into stuff, but I don't walk around. I mean, the kids, if they're out all day, I'm like, can you take the portable charger? But that's just one this big. I don't really understand why we need a backpack.
The cube things? I don't know what the cube
don't
things
know.
is.
Should we ask the fish?
I feel like this kid needs to get a grip.
I mean, that was so funny. That really